Alright, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm actually taking a seat here. I got through most of the car already, but I kind of just have a little discussion here. One more update to the video process of the Camry here, and what I ended up doing here. I'm going to finish the front in a second here. So the car I had it for an extra day, so it sat in the garage overnight, so it's had like 24 hours to cure. The coating that was used, the DP GR4 graphene coating, needs 24 to 48 hours for it to fully cure and be exposed to moisture. Now, yesterday when I was cleaning up my stuff and then I went back in the house, it was the weather kind of got a little chilly here. I noticed dew building up on the cars out here. So like, you know what? Just to play it safe, I'm gonna go ahead and use a spray sealant. So this is completely optional, but I want the customer, which is my cousin, to be happy with the coating and not have to worry about any water spot issues. So as an insurance policy, I'm going to put a spray sealant on the top to protect the coating from any water spot issues. Again, this is completely optional. Just depends on how long the coating takes to cure. Like some of these other coatings now are like 12 to 24 hours. This coating just has to be 24 to 48. So I still have some time in that window, the 24 to 48 hour window. I was like, let me just put something on top to protect it from getting water spotted or anything like that during the curing time, because it takes like 30. So the coating cures for like 7 days before you can use harsh chemicals on it, meaning a wash. But it takes like 30 days for it to really fully cure at its max hardness. And so this is just an insurance policy. You don't have to do this. If your car can sit in the garage for like whatever that curing time frame is, then you'll be just fine. Most of you put a coating on when it's not going to be bad weather outside. So, for its personal cars, I really don't put a spray sealant on top. But since this is not my personal car and it's a customer's car, I'm going to put something on top to protect that coating for that curing time frame, because I want them to have the best experience as possible and not come back to me and say, hey, what happened here? So I'm going to be using Glassparency Boost, which they refer to it as their most multi-use sealant. They say on here, sealant, coating booster, and drying works great at every single one. Very slick product, very easy to apply. You can't really go wrong with this. Like I said, I'm glad Glassparency sent me a replacement bottle, because it's a really good product here. So I'll just rate it. Boost is a silica-based protective solutions, ideal for acting as a standalone hydrophobic sealant and a Glassparency ceramic coating graphene coating topper, as well as a drying aid. Ensure you're performing the application in a well-ventilated area. If you're using this as a spray sealant, it says spray Boost on an exterior sealant of the vehicle while using a clean microfiber towel. Spread Boost evenly across the surface using a crosshatch pattern. Wipe with the clean dry microfiber to streak-free shine. Using this as a coating booster, follow same application procedure as above. It is recommended to apply seasonally to help keep your Glassparency ceramic / graphene coating performing at its peak level. If you're using it as a drying aid, follow the same application procedure as above on the wet, damp surface with the clean, dry, plush microfiber towel. Drying towel, wipe the surface down, leaving a dry surface behind. Remove any streaking residual moisture with a clean, dry, plush microfiber towel. So you can do this. Pretty much works as for anything. It's a really good product. I really enjoy using it, and it's really excellent at doing what it's supposed to do. So some of this paint, because it's sat over here and I had the garage open, some stuff's kind of blew in. I'll just take another edgeless 500 towel, Eagle edgeless, and I'll just lightly drag it over. You can use compressed air if you wish, and then I'll come back and spray the surface. If this was my first time using this side of the towel, I would spray into the towel like this. But since I'm using it, I'm just lightly misting product over the surface. It's really hard to see, but this product is beating, so the coating is beating it off the surface. So it's going to reject it. It's just a bit. That's what a coating's supposed to do. It's supposed to reject stuff. And so just work it in. And so I'm just going to work it in with that crosshatch pattern, and then I'll take this is a Rag Company FTW towel, and so I'll just lightly come over the surface and knock it down so I don't have any streaking or high spots. from the spray sealant. So it's really that easy. You just kind of inspect the paint, make sure you have no streaks or anything like that. This stuff is excellent. It's really slick. The only part that I'm not going to use it on is this front glass coating. It has the Art to Shine coating on here. That's had plenty of time to really set up. So I'm not going to put it on there. And then the same thing for this trim. I'm not going to use it on here because it doesn't really need it. But that's pretty much it for putting a spray sealant on the top of the coating to protect it during that time frame. And it's just an insurance policy for your customer, and it will enhance the look even further once the silica starts to cure on the coating. It just looks really good. I don't know how it's coming across on this camera, but right here in this lighting, this car looks green. Like I said, it does have like a greenish hue, but it's actually blue. And then again, just work like these other small areas I'll show you real quick here. Let me just lightly dust this here. I'll just show one last thing there. So let me take this off, put this on the chair. So to get this part, these small parts here, I would actually just throw a couple spritzes on the towel and then just apply it here, just to make sure I get some sort of coverage. This part, like if this part was a little bigger, I could just, spray it like so, and then just work it in. I'm just giving you ideas of how to use this product. And then I'll just come back with the secondary towel and clean up any residual products so I don't get any streaks. And again, just enjoy the slickness of the product, because I know the first thing that they're going to do is touch the paint, and they're going to be like, why is this coating not slick? Well, coatings are not slick by nature. So that's it. I'll do the same thing with the wheels. They have the Adams graphene coating on there. Everybody doesn't need it, but I'm just going to go ahead and do that as an insurance policy so that no water spots happen on this paint. And again, this works really good. So definitely consider picking up a boost from Glassparency. I think AutoGeek carries this now. And if they do, you can get 25% off just buying it from them. If not, you can just buy it straight through Glassparency, and I'll put my discount code. It will save you like $5 off their product. So very nice product, very user friendly. It's slick. It can be used as a drying aid, or again just as a coating topper on dry paint. It just works really good. So that's it. Once the silica starts to cure on it, this thing will get even a bit glossier than it is now. I'm actually going to pull the car out, rotate it so its back end is back here, so I can just pull straight out when he comes and gets it. So that's the follow-up here. And so I'll do one more walk around video with the car outside, just to give you an idea of how it looks in the sun, because it's going to look different out in the real world versus under the garage lights. But this car looks great. So again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the final walk around, and that should be it. All right, thanks for watching. All right, everyone, so I pulled the car out, and I'm getting the wrath of this tree up here. See this tree right here that blows, that big one across the street? When the wind, it's really windy, it blows all these little petals around like this one here. So I'm gonna probably pull this car off, dry it up, and blow those things off. But I just want to give you an idea what it looks like. The sun was out, now you can still see it. So the finish of the paint looks really good. I mean, there's just the deeper rids in here. There's now the sun's coming out. So it's a real nice finish on here. It's like a greenish blue metallic. But I was really impressed with the cutting pad at NSP45 and what it can do. So just to give you a quick walk around of the car. So this whole piece is, two pieces are glass right here. This is like piano trim, like just like the pillars here, and I can still see deeper rids. This is going to be very scratch sensitive, just like these pillars here. The trim looks great with the Poor Boys coating on there. Just to give you an idea what the car looks like. Hard to tell because it's in the shade, but we'll go on the other side. The trunk, again, there's like deeper scratches in here, but again, for paint enhancement, NSP 45 knocked it out of the park with a cutting pad. So I'm going to just have to put the license plates back on there. The tips were really clean, so I polished them with the metallic cut, coated them with Dr. Beasley's metal coat. And so we'll look at the wheels right here. So the wheels look a lot better than the way they came in. So I just hand polished them, and I used the nano like on the faces here. But again, hand polished, coated with the Adams Graphene Advanced, topped off with Boost, 2 layers of the transparency tire dressing on there. I'm going to have to come back and wipe it down just a tad to knock some of that shine down. But the car looks good. In person right now, this, like from here, this car looks green, but it's actually blue. It's like a greenish blue metallic. So that's the car. That was the project I was working on. So again, thanks for watching. Again, this is a final walk around with the GR4 graphene coating from the DP ceramic collection, topped off with transparency boost just to kind of protect it while it's out in the real world. And then that's pretty much it. I post links for all the products on there. I just want to give you an idea what the car looks like. It looks great. We knocked this one out. I just got to put the license plates back on, and then this car can get picked up. And that's pretty much it. So again, thanks for watching, and catch you on the next one.